Ready.
Hi, Laria. You asked me a question about my childhood. Um, how do I describe my childhood? I was one of those kids that was very happy. I live in a home with my parents, my father, my mother, and four other siblings. And my grandmother lived next door in another house. So every time I had the pleasure of either sleeping in my grandma's bed one night and sleeping in my mother's bed, I had a very happy childhood. You asked also if I had a good education. Yes, I did. I went to elementary school. I went to a private elementary school. It was a church school.
That's okay. Yeah.
And then I went to the same school for junior high, and then I went to another private school for high school. During my school years, we did a lot of things that kids in America do. We study American history because Liberia has a close tie with America. Liberia is that country where the free slaves were sent back to in Africa.
Excellent.
Trey, you asked if I was proud when I won the Nobel Prize. I was shocked. I was happy, proud, yes, but also proud for the women of Africa and the women of the world who have been working so hard on issues of women's rights. And I felt like my winning the prize along with two other women, the president of Liberia and a young woman from Yemen, meant the world had finally recognized what women do. Women like your mom working from home, women in different inner cities who have 2-3 jobs, women who are politicians like Hillary Clinton, women who are presidents like my president, women like my mother who are in church praying, women like the African women on the farms. I felt like they had recognized, even those Muslim women who cover up the world had recognized that women globally has played a significant role in what the world is today. Diamond, you wanted to know what kind of food do we eat. Well, if I describe it for you, you will be a little bit confused. We eat a lot of rice where I come from, and we have fruits like you do, bananas, and we don't have apples. We have oranges and watermelon and other things, but rice is our staple food, and we have sweet potatoes, we do gravy, and we have cornbread, and we eat oxtail and pig feet and all of the things that you eat around here. What kind of food do I like? I like my rice any day with African stew. We call it cassava leaves or potato greens or pan butter. So that's another story for another day. Brilona, you wanted to know if I had any regrets. Regrets tend to make you not appreciate your blessing, and I don't have regrets. I see things that I am not or have not been happy about as a learning, growing pain, and I just look at it as strengthening me for another day and another work and another period in my life. So no, I don't regret anything. I just see it as part of life. What conflicts do I presently have? Managing my schedule. I have a lot of requests to speak in different parts of the world, and I have a desire to be in my country, and then I think about the needs and in other places. So that's the only kind of conflict that I have. But every other conflict when it comes to my life, things that are a little bit challenging for me, I give it to the Lord in prayer. Are you proud to be a Nobel winner? Cantrell, you asked that question. Again, I say I'm happy. Yes, I'm proud, but also I'm happy for the women globally. When you were little, were you... they asked the question whether we were rich when I was little. We were happy, we were blessed, and we were comfortable. So that's the answer I can give to that question. Rich is something else. Rich is what money will buy you. But happiness is something that money cannot buy, and blessings are something that comes from God. So I was happy, blessed, and because I was happy and blessed, I was very comfortable. You had a harsh life. How did you overcome? Well, by having faith that God could change things around, but also by doing the right things, going back to school, staying in school, finding a job, not leaning on drugs or alcohol, but just living a healthy and wholesome life helped me. But education was the key to getting me out of where I found myself. That's the question from Chase and Nicholas, and they asked, how did I do it? Staying in school and just being focused on positive things, where I wanted to go with my life, my career, and all of that. So in order, we all have harsh lives. Some people have harsher ones, other people not so harsh, but you have to have a focus, know where you want to go, see your life now, what it is that you don't like about your life, and not doing negative things to do away with those things, but seeking positive things. So if you're in a situation where you think you're poor, go to school, stay in school, learn a lot, and practice a healthy and wholesome life. After school, you may get a job and become the person that you want to be. Thank you, kids, for all of these questions. My sincere apologies for not being here. It was due to flight problems, but I'm sure you had a wonderful time. I missed out. You did not. Thank you so much.